Barely 3 years after they hit the top of the charts together, the Go-Gos went their separate ways. Next, the girls try to recapture the magic.
It's like, God, can we finally make this right? I still feel like every day we're working to repair this old damage we inflicted on each other.
When Behind the Music continues. In the aftermath of their brutal breakup in 1985, the Go-Gos went their separate ways, and the girls who'd been as close as sisters soon became strangers.
I wasn't really there for people's marriages and childbirths and just different big events.
Separately, the girls kept making music. Jane scored a top 10 hit, but her career quickly sank. Belinda's, on the other hand, was soaring.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's where, ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Her #1 single, Heaven on Earth, was the highlight in a parade of hits.
Oh, it's great, especially to not have the shadow of the Go-Gos hanging over my head.
And she continues to be a force on the international music scene.
It was hard to watch her get so popular, and for me just to like go nowhere with my solo career. And I don't know. It was hard.
Over the years, the girls staged several ill-fated reunions, which were marred by litigation and hard feelings. But eventually, the girls settled their differences and moved on with their lives. Charlotte concentrated on her new role as a mother. Daughter Astrid was born in 1995.
Now I have a whole different set of priorities in my life. It used to be getting high and being a go-go, and now it's like, you know, my daughter, my family. Finally, I got released from the prison of self-obsession.
But for Charlotte, Astrid did more than make a joy of the present. The new mom also came to realize she missed the girls from her past.
I was like watching Astrid grow, and I was thinking, you know what, those girls aren't going to get the privilege of seeing my daughter grow. They're not going to get the privilege of knowing her. I wonder if that's ever going to change. I remember consciously thinking this.
Soon, all the girls were reaching out to each other.
We had a conversation a couple years ago, in so many words saying, you know, sorry, and moving on from that.
We kind of took big steps to really work out personal differences that we had in the past, and came a long way, which kind of set a foundation for the creative thing to happen.
In 1999, the Go-Gos returned home to Hollywood and played a reunion gig at the Greek Theater. Their renewed bond has been strengthened by a growing realization that they had a magic together that they've never had apart.
It's like, can we finally make this right? I still feel like every day we're working to repair this old damage we inflicted on each other.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In May of 2000, the Go-Gos began working on their first new album in almost 2 decades and rehearsing for a lengthy summer concert series. There was also talk of a tell-all book and movie.
I've never felt this chemistry from any other group of women that I've ever hung out with. So that's what keeps me coming back. Once an addict, always an addict. You just gotta have more of it, you know.
I think that we're all doing this in the spirit of having fun without the pressure, which is in some ways the same sort of vibe and atmosphere as the first album.
The Go-Gos don't know how much road they have left to travel, but 15 years after their brutal breakup, they say they are finally determined to find out.
We can add something to our legacy. I think we need to.
I mean, people don't want to let go of us, and I think we don't want to let go of each other either. And our destinies are just together. And being able to look back, I can think, man, that was a wild ride.
Are you gaga for the Go-Gos? If you love their music, then you'll love their mad interior design skills. Watch what happens when we unleash the Go-Go dolls on their #1 fans' living room on Rock the House, tonight at 10/9 Central.